Let's talk about something no one really teaches you. How the heck do you start looking for an internship in public policy? Because unless you have a super connected professor or a cousin that works on Capitol Hill, it can feel like you're just throwing your resume into a black hole. I've been there, I've done that, let's fix it. Step one, you got to figure out what kind of policy you're actually interested in. Because public policy, it's kind of huge. Absurdly huge. You could be writing legislation on Capitol Hill, researching criminal justice at a think tank, helping roll out food assistance programs in a federal agency, or organizing climate change protests on the ground. All that falls under public policy. So how do you start narrowing that down? Think about the issue you care about. What makes you pause when you're scrolling through the news? Is it healthcare? Is it immigration? Is it education? The environment? Or look at past experiences, classes you've liked, campus clubs you've joined, even volunteer work. If you love student government, maybe legislative work is your thing. If you've been deep in community service, maybe you're drawn to local policy or advocacy. Also, who do you want to help? That's a real question. Are you driven by supporting low-income families, reforming the justice system, fighting for reproductive rights? That focus can point you to the kind of organization or office that aligns with your values. And don't forget about the style of work. Some people love the research and writing side, think tanks and policy memos. Others want to be in the room where decisions happen. That's more of a legislative or agency work. And some folks just want to do grassroots organizing. Now, you don't need to have your whole life planned out. This isn't about boxing yourself in. It's just about picking a general direction, something interesting enough to explore. You can always pivot later, and seriously, that's the part of the process. The key right now is to start off with something you're curious about and follow it. Okay, so now you got a general idea of what you're interested in. Great. Now comes the part where most people freeze up. Where do you actually find these internships? Here's the thing. There's no one magical website where all the best policy internships live. You kind of have to dig, but don't worry, I got you. Here's some of my go-to lists. So you have organization websites. Start with think tanks, nonprofits, advocacy groups, whatever aligns with your interests. Head to their websites and look for tabs like careers, opportunities, or get involved. These are usually buried in the footer or under the About Us section at the bottom of the website. Then there are congressional offices. Every member of Congress has their own site. Scroll to the bottom, most have an internship link under constituent services or something similar, and sometimes you see it at the bar right on the top of the website. And don't forget about district offices, not just in DC. Congressional offices always have a DC office and an office in their district that they represent. Local experiences still count big time. Now let's focus on federal agencies. If you're curious about how programs actually get implemented, look at agencies like Department of Education, Housing and Urban Development, etc. Their sites can have internship infos, or you can head over to usajobs.gov. Now it's a very clunky website, but it's the real deal for federal gigs. Pro tip, search with keywords like pathways, student trainee, or intern to find more listings. Now let's talk about the Tom Monato's job board. If you're into Hill life, Capitol Hill, campaign work, political strategy, Tom Monato's is a move. It's a mix of a paid, unpaid, part-time, full-time website. It has a membership of about $5 once a month, but it posts a variety of positions that may catch your interest. And they also have a great newsletter as well. Then there's also LinkedIn. Surprisingly underused for internships. Use the jobs tab filter by internship, and set alert for terms like policy, government, or specific organizations. Bonus, you can sometimes see who posted the role and reach out directly. And this is just another bonus if you're interested specifically in DC. DC has a lot of internship programs that help interns look for internships. Check out, for example, the Washington Center. They partner with universities and help students in internships across DC. It's like a one-stop shop if you're trying to get plugged into the city. Now let's look at the reality check, the myth of the perfect policy internship. You're probably not going to land your dream organization on your first try, and that's totally fine. If you do, great, but if you don't, that's okay. The real goal of your first internship isn't to launch your career on day one, it's to get your foot in the door, to see how this world actually works, to figure out what you like doing, and honestly, what you hate too. Because here's the secret. Even the people doing big, exciting policy work right now, they probably start in the most random internship imaginable. I know folks who ended up working on landmark legislation or running national campaigns, and their first internship was stuffing folders in their local council member's office. They're sitting in the back of hearings taking notes. They're doing mail merges for a state agency. Was it glamorous? No. Was it an experience? Absolutely. And that's the point. Every internship, no matter how small or scrappy, is a chance to build skills, make connections, and get a behind-the-scenes look as to how policy is made or is moved. So don't get stuck waiting for the perfect role to appear. Perfect doesn't exist, but progress does. Apply wide. Shoot your shot. That small organization you never heard of might end up teaching you more than any name brand organization or internship ever could. And one more thing. Don't talk yourself out of applying just because you think you're not qualified enough. So many people take themselves out of the running before they even hit submit. But a lot of these organizations know you're just starting out. They don't need you to be an expert. They just want you to be someone curious, someone motivated, someone willing to learn. And that's it. That's the real secret sauce. Now here's some pro tips, a few that I experienced on my own and a few that people have told me. Reach out directly. If there's an organization or office you love, but you don't see an internship listed, email them anyway. Keep it short, include your resume, and say you're interested in interning. You'd be shocked by how often that works. Next, don't undersell yourself. A lot of folks psych themselves out before you even apply. Why would they want me? But here's the secret. Most people end up not applying. And the ones that do, they're usually just as nervous as you. So give it a shot. Also, start early. Deadlines creep up fast, especially in the summer. Some close in January, February, or March. Others, especially in Capitol Hill offices, are super last minute. So keep checking. So yeah, starting the search for public policy internships can feel like staring into the void. But once you know what to look for and where to look, it gets a lot easier. Just remember, take the shot, cast a wide net, and don't talk yourself out of applying before you even try. You got this.